there are people getting the money need to go home. They want to take the money and run. Yeah. Well, this is our only charity. We've given a lot to it, and we just love Florence Sylvester Center. Let's give Florence Sylvester Center a big hand. And here's Shirley from Florence Sylvester, and here's our Vice President, Suri Klein. And then Marvin can come up. Marvin's our announcer. What do I do with the money? I bet it's in here. Yes, it is. All right. We're going to give $1,500 to them now. And they're going to get up close. Okay. That good? All right. Here we go.
Smile. Kitchen.
Smile.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, I should hand them the check.
Yeah, that.
Hang on a minute. Well, I'm always with the microphone. That's all right. That's my thing over there. There you go. Okay. I'm sorry. We all could use Meals on Wheels one day, right? Let's give her a great big hand. Thank you. And you know, while I have your attention, I want my board and my volunteers to stand up because you can't believe it. We get here at 4:30 and we work our tails off till you get here. So I want to give my board and my volunteers applause. On my board and my volunteers. And my announcer, Martin. He doesn't always mind me, but we get along. I think we can start now. Oh, I gotta have my mic. You know, after 12 years here, I'm so relaxed, you're lucky I get dressed.
Very lucky.
Does the tech... Okay.
Is she gone?
Hello, hello. I'm on,
Not
right?
forgotten. Good evening. Good evening. Would you please take your cell phones out and turn them down or shut them off?
Forgot.
And we're so glad you joined us tonight. A special welcome to any that are here for the first time. Speaking of time, remember, we set our clocks back in 10 days. So join me in setting my scales back 10 pounds a week from Sunday. A special welcome to the members of the many clubs, the TGIF, the Baby Boomers, the Bocce Club, the Rainbow Club, the Rock and Rollers, to our friends from the Saddleback Church. I have a tip for you. A week ago I was in New Orleans, walking down Decatur Street, and there's a church. The sign said, please join us for Sunday morning gospel service, mimosas $2. Welcome to the golfers. The Bridge Club. A special welcome to our many friends and acquaintances from Club 19. Now, Joey has appeared in many venues, television, and the Improv, the original Gong Show 39 years ago. She won. You know, I don't know if that got gonged off or if they, how that worked.
No gong,
No gong? Cool. She, of course, entertains us every month with her warm, down-to-earth, classy, witty, clean humor, including the life of Laguna Woods and growing mature. Don't forget, Joey has 2 new knees. She drives at night, has a handicap sticker. She is diabetes free. She loves red wine. We call her the Laguna Woods funny lady, but at the Improv, they call her the sexy senior citizen. Here's Joey.
Won't you come home, Bill, baby? Won't you come home? You know I've done you wrong. That cookie and honey, I'll pay the rent. You know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I tossed you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb? You know I'm to blame. Ain't got a shame, no baby, won't you please come home? Won't you come home, Bill, baby? Won't you come home? You know I've done you wrong. I'll lose that cookie and honey, I'll even pay the rent. You know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I tossed you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb and you were bald. You know I'm to blame. And that girl got dirty, dirty red candle, baby, won't you please come home? You know I'm to blame. Ain't got a shame, so baby, won't you please come home? Hey! So nice to see you all. What are you doing? Having cocktail parties? It just fills up at the last minute. Are you having parties without me or what? So anyway, how is everybody? Good. I want to hear more applause than I did behind that curtain. It was very weak. Okay. I woke up this morning so excited. I just was happy I woke up. At this age, you gotta be excited if you wake up, right? Because lately I've had CRS. Yeah, can't remember what, that's... I love that. Judy said to me, my God, they've been saying that for 100 years, where you been? I just learned it, I think it's funny. Anyway, I know you expect political jokes. Yeah, well, every time I do, they get elected, so I'm not going there. Election, election, erection, erection. Any way you look at it, we're going to get screwed. That's it. You know why elections are held in November? Why? Because that's when we pick out the turkeys. The circuses are all closed and all the clowns go to Washington in November. Oh, I got some exciting news. I heard about this new position that's available at CHOC. In the neonatal unit, you can go be a cuddler for 3 hours. And so I decided, being an entrepreneur, that I will start that here. See how excited you all are? Yeah. Can you imagine how that would go over here? Just for the single people, married people, not for you. Anyway, I know I could get all my friends to do that. We'll cuddle for 3 hours. Especially for a fee, right? So I know there's a lot of us, 8 to 2, we'll cuddle. And I heard this the other day and I just love it. Be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the floor, the devil says, oh crap, she's up. I love that one. And aren't you all getting tired of the sexual harassment business? First of all, I never get sexually harassed. I'm really tired of that. And I wanted to tell you about Judge Kavanaugh. When he was born 53 years ago, he had 3 nurses. Think about it, think about it. He had 3 nurses when he was born. That's enough to make a scandal, don't you get it? Oh my goodness. And how about Santa Claus? Now when Santa Claus puts little children on his lap and says to them, have you been naughty? That could be bad too. I don't know what's wrong with you people. And what's with the traffic on El Toro? What do you think about that? Isn't it horrid? Yeah, I understand that people walk slowly here across the street. But honestly, I was waiting to turn left to go to Stater Brothers. I changed my tire. And then you have to speed around the corner because it turns right again. And then I made friends with the homeless guy. Yeah. And I said to him, last week you needed $250 to go to Vegas. Didn't you make any money this week? I yell out at him, and he yells back at me, and he says, I haven't eaten in 4 days. I said, well, force yourself. Do you know how to tell if your family is tacky? Okay, you're tacky when you allow your 12-year-old daughter to smoke in front of her kids at the dinner table. My first thought was, what the hell's the dinner table? Okay, you're tacky when you've been married 3 times and still have the same son-in-law. That one terrifies me. Also, you're tacky when you need one more punch at the House of Tattoos to get a freebie. That's funny. Why are you going, oh, why that's funny. Okay, you're tacky when you think loading the dishwasher means getting your wife drunk. And I love this one. The little girl says to her mother, can I ask you a question? And the mother says, okay. And she says, but don't ask me about your father again. I told you if I see him, I would probably recognize him. People here feel sorry when I'm telling a joke. Anyway, it's almost Halloween, and I'm going to go, nobody's going to recognize me, nobody. Because I'm going as a tall, gorgeous, rich, thin Democrat. I was raised by my grandmother, and her first rule was never talk to strangers and never take candy from strangers. And be home before the streetlights come on. Those were her rules. Can you imagine how confused I was when she dressed me up funny, gave me a pillow slip, and set me out in the dark to knock on strangers' doors and beg for candy? And even at my age, I wondered what a trick was. We used to dress like hobos, you know. One night she put a one-piece old crappy apron on me and messed up my hair, and I said, what am I supposed to be, Nana? And she said, you're a hard-working housewife. No wonder the kids made fun of me, I can tell you that. Anyway, today it's different. Now the children walk up to the door in their $100 and $200 costumes, and they say, trick or treat. And then they say, do you have gluten-free? And then they say, make sure you don't give me nuts, because I'm allergic to nuts. And the other little girl says, and I'm lactose intolerant. And the other girl says, do you have vegan chocolate? Today you might even get a few that say, do you have gender-neutral candy? Anyway, so happy Halloween. Okay, now I'm going to introduce Jason Love. He's a lead clean joking machine. Sounds like me, huh? Okay. He's born in San Dimas and he's raised in Thousand Oaks. And he had no designs on a comedy career, although in retrospect, Newberry Park High School provided a training ground of sorts. He led the running commentary for the people sitting around him in class. And he's one of the busiest comics. I had to get him off the cruise ships. He appeared on HBO, Comedy Central, America's Got Talent, and over 20 national broadcasts. And he's very young. Anyway, Jason Love is the comedy that brings the people together. I want you to give him a big applause, and here comes Jason Love.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. A little love to Joey and Wally moving the dais here. So Joey, this is 12 years she's been doing this. How about that? A little love, 12 years. That's a lot of jokes, a lot of songs. Well, it's good to be here. I guess, do I get both mics? I get to choose? Do we get a taste test? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? No? Better? They're exactly the same. All right, doesn't matter. Well, fantastic. First of all, how nice is it here in Laguna Woods? I'm looking around going, so this is what it would look like if I had made better choices. Guys you know what it feels like? I was kind of checking everything out, and it feels like college, but you don't have to go to class. Which is kind of how I did it. That's great, man. You got a bocce club here. I went through the wrong Checkpoint Charlie earlier. And I ended up it's like 7 miles away, by the way. This is like the biggest compound. And they had like a miniature tennis court. And then in front of it were like miniature stalls. It's the land of the little people. We represent the White Pumpkin. It was a pickleball court, I was told. So, yeah. Do we have pickleball players here? All of you. Okay. I didn't. They had to fill me in. So it's miniature tennis, right? That's the long and short of it. Okay. I had questions like where the pickles come in, like
I know, I never did good.
vinegar and